about that cadre of young people, tens of thousands of them, born out of wedlock, without parents, without supervision, without any structure, without any conscience developing, because they literally, I yield myself 3 more minutes, because they literally have not been socialized. They literally have not had an opportunity. We should focus on them now, not out of a liberal instinct for love, brother, and humanity, although I think that's a good instinct, but for simple, pragmatic reasons. If we don't, they will, or a portion of them will, become the predators 15 years from now. And Madam President, we have predators on our streets that society has, in fact, in part because of its neglect, created. Again, it does not mean because we created them that we somehow forgive them or do not take them out of society to protect my family and yours from them. They are beyond the pale, many of those people. Beyond the pale. And it's a sad commentary on society. We have no choice but to take them out of society.
But if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
It don't have nothing to do with Trump. It has to do with the fact I want something for my community. I would love to see.
Take a look at my record, man. I extended the voting rights 25 years. I have a record that is second to none. The NAACP has endorsed me every time I've run. I mean, come on. Take a look at the record.
All right, thank you so much.
And by the way, what you all know, but most people don't know, unlike the African American community, with notable exceptions, the Latino community is an incredibly diverse community with incredibly different attitudes.
Well-educated black has a tremendous advantage over a well-educated white in terms of the job market. And I think sometimes a black may think that they don't really have the advantage or this or that, but in actuality, today, currently, it's a great, I've said on occasion, even about myself, if I was starting off today, I would love to be a well-educated black because I really believe they do have an actual advantage today.
Interesting. During their first year in office, President Obama and VP Biden cut funding for historically black colleges and universities. I've increased HBCU funding and I made it permanent. You know, just a quick story. So what was happening is I'd be there the first year. I saw these probably 42 people came up. And they were the heads of individual colleges, historically black colleges, universities, and they were the heads. And I'd see them. I said, "Oh, hello, how you doing?" They were nice people. And we took a picture in the White House. We do that. You know, a lot of presidents don't believe anyone should ever enter the Oval Office, but then with me, I say, "Come on in." But we took a picture. Then the next year, they were there again. And I said, "Right, we know the story, my friend. We know the story." They were there, and I said, "Oh, what are you doing back here?" They said, "We're here because we need money again." I said, "What do you mean again?" And I forgot about it. I said, "All right, well, what is?" And they got it. And then the third year, David, they came in again, right? And I said, "What is this? What are you guys here for? I mean, you're great people, but why?" "Well, we don't have any funding. They don't have permanent funding, so they could be shut out if they had the wrong president." You know, honestly, you could have the wrong president, and you wouldn't get 10 cents. They wouldn't give you anything. And I said, "That's terrible. So you come up here do you like doing it?" "No." And the one gentleman looked at me and said, "We feel like beggars." That was a hell of a statement. You know, I said, I understand that. And I said, we can't let this happen. So we worked on it. David Perdue, all of us worked on it. Kelly worked on it. We all worked on it. And frankly, and I have to say, you know, it had to go through the House. And where's Doug? Doug worked on it. Right, Doug? You remember that. That was a hard thing. It wasn't easy. There were people that didn't want to do it. And we got it passed. We got more money than they asked for. I said, you're going to need more. I'm in the real estate business. I said, you always need more. Whatever you think you need more. But we got more money than they asked for, and we got it for a period of 10 years, right? So I said, the only bet, we signed it together, about 40. Mine is Darrell Scott. And he's a great guy, and he's got a tremendous heart. At the same time, he's a tough cookie. I think that's what maybe attracted me to him. Unfortunately, I didn't get attracted to the good parts, but that's a good part too. Darrell, say a few words, please.
We're here today, and thank you, Mr. President, for allowing us to come. Our nation is at a juncture where we're facing another challenge, but this administration has become used to challenges. It's been one challenge after another. And we've pressed pause, but we're ready to press play now and continue in the positive initiatives regarding the black community. You know, Mr. Trump called me in November of 2016, right after the election, right after he won, and he said to me, what do you want? And I said, what do you mean? He said, well, I mean, you've been working real hard. Isn't anything that you want? And I said, I want to be a liaison from the black community to the Trump administration and a liaison to the black community from the Trump administration. Since then, we've worked on criminal justice reform, we've worked on urban revitalization, prison reform, a number of initiatives that are HBCUs, a number of initiatives that are proactive towards the black community. And here we are now, and we're facing another challenge, and we're going to come up with some great solutions to these problems that are confronting this country. And I'm just glad to have a seat at the table and to have my input received.
Well, your input's been very important, Darrell. You know that. And it is true. I've known Darrell a long time. He didn't want anything. What he wanted was just to have a voice so he can make certain positions known. And he's done that very well, better than anybody I can think of. Another great voice in the black community is Wayne. Wayne, you've been my friend for a long time. Wayne Dupree.
Feeling no handcuffs, nothing on me. I'm free to hug my family. I'm free to live life. I'm free to start over. I cannot. This is the greatest day of my life. I cannot. My heart is just bursting with gratitude for what has taken place, what has happened to me today. I heard my name called over the intercom. I had just sat down for lunch, and I had to report back to my unit team. And when I got there, my case manager, Mr. Holler, he was calling. I knew I had an attorney call, but I still didn't know what it was. And when they all came on, then I heard Kim Kardashian's voice, and she was the one who told me that that it had happened, that I was free, that I was going to rejoin my family. Oh my God. I've always called her my angel, but then she turned into my war angel, because only war angels never give up. I mean, she has truly been relentless in her fight for me. And to know a woman who has never met me, who has embraced my story and taken me into her heart, not just, this is not a publicity thing for her. Kim told me when she left that White House meeting that no matter how this turns out, that she will never stop fighting for me until I come home. So she's an incredible woman, an amazing woman. God bless all of y'all too for even covering this. And I have to say this, God bless America too.
plan to deliver more opportunity, more security, more fairness, and more prosperity to black communities. We call it the Platinum Plan. Platinum Plan. And that's a contract with black Americans, and it's going to be something that people talk about for a long time to come. If you vote Republican over the next 4 years, we will create 3 million new jobs for the black community. Open 500,000 new black-owned businesses. Increase access to capital in black communities by $500 billion. And this includes investing in community development, financial institutions, and minority depository institutions. Build up peaceful and safer urban neighborhoods with the highest standards of, and you know this, of policing. We want the highest standards. We have to have highest standards of policing. Bring even greater fairness to the justice system. We did criminal justice reform. We remember that. Even greater, we will create a national clemency project to right wrongful prosecutions and to pardon individuals who have reformed their life. You saw Alice, right? We love Alice. She had another 24 years to go. Can you believe it? She served 22 years. She had another 24 years to go. It was ridiculous. And she is a great woman. Create a ladder of opportunity for African American children by delivering school choice to every parent in America. So important. Give black churches the ability to compete for federal resources for their communities. Bring better and tailored health care to address the historic disparities that we've had for so many years. You know that. This includes investing in treatments for kidney disease, diabetes, high blood pressure, sickle cell disease, and maternal mortality. Advance home ownership and wealth building in the black community. Bring more manufacturing back to the USA, which we're doing anyway. And back to the inner cities, which have been largely forgotten, although not so much in the last 3 years when you get right down to it. Thank you. End Democrat policies that import low-wage foreign workers from overseas to replace black workers in our inner cities. Joe Biden cares more about the citizens of foreign countries than he does about black Americans living in our own country. I will always put Americans first, and that includes, very, very importantly, black Americans. And there's much more in our plan, which we're releasing today, so we'll get everyone a copy, and it's actually been very well received, and we appreciate that. The Platinum Plan is a bold vision that we can and really will achieve over the next 4 years, and we'll be able to do it, if not sooner. Unlike my opponent, I'm not a career politician, thank goodness.
I've met many politicians, I've met many leaders. I've never met nobody like this guy. I think for number one, it's because he's not a politician. What I've learned over the past 3 to 4 years is bureaucracy isn't as strong as we thought it was. You can get things done in a short period of time. You can make a difference. You can keep your word. And he gets attacked quite a bit, and I get it, I understand. Following behind the things he's followed behind and just done, he says what he feels. We mistake that for racism, but I met him, Bruce, we were together, and I said, let me test this racism. I know I'm black. No, and I say that for a reason. I understand being pulled over by police because my car is nice. I understand some of these woes. I am not a compromising black man. I will never compromise my blackness. I'm proud to be a black man. And I will fight for black people as long as I can. Here's the deal. When I met him, he touched me with strong, I'm Donald J. Trump. He wasn't timid. Then I stood by his daughter Ivanka, and it was time to pray. And I say, let me test it again. We were holding hands. She reached out for my hand and she said, let's pray. She was pregnant, I'll never forget it. And she held my hand. I say, a racist man's child would never. So I got several reasons why I'm going to support it. And I'm ready to take whatever heat because it can't be hot enough because the furnace is in my favor. I believe in righteousness and justice. I don't believe for fighting for justice alone, there must be righteousness. And I don't believe in fighting for righteousness alone, there must be justice. I believe in the economic ability of this man to accomplish economics for all people, but black people as well. He's proven it. I believe that his record is proven, and if we compare it to 47 years of nothingness, I shouldn't say nothingness, I should say destruction. And if I have to prove a history, I have 3 years of a history that says you got opportunity zones. You have education opportunities. You have prison reform. I believe in police being reformed and not eliminated. I am somebody who believes this is our time, and we must take advantage of this moment. So why am I voting for him? Why am I endorsing him? Because I believe that he is going to keep his word. God bless you.
To me, Trump is a freaking godsend. To me, Trump is what is life. To me, Trump is a second chance. Sorry about that if you don't hear me. To me, Trump is a second chance. So when you say I'm like, nah, dude, he's way more than that. He's way more than that. You see, I don't have the luxury to worry about freaking Roe versus Wade. I don't have the luxury to worry about that. I'm too busy trying to keep my family fed to think about that. And for the first goddamn time in my life, I actually see a way out. I see a way out. Something I've never seen before. I see a way out, man. And just that little bit of hope is enough for me to have a fire in my belly, powerful to freaking charge the goddamn world, man. I'm ready to take over, but if Biden gets into office, man, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So I'm saying thank you to you because you unlocked me, and I'm sure you unlocked a lot of people. There is a silent majority out there, man. I talk to them every day. I just came out of, I went to I work for mostly Arabs, right? I went to an Arab place, right? And I asked him, who are you voting for? You know, it's safe. Who is he for? He said, Trump. And I was like, I hugged him so hard. He was like, hey, I was like, I'm sorry. It's just, I'm so excited to hear you say that because I was nervous. Because all I see is Biden signs everywhere I go. And I'm like, please, Lord, don't let this guy win. You know what I'm saying? But there is a silent majority out there. I talked to them. They're workers like me who didn't care about politics, didn't even think about politics, didn't want to talk about politics. I got people that I work with on a daily basis saying, yo, man, we got to do something. Thank you, man. Thank you for unlocking me. Thank you for unlocking other people. Because had I stayed asleep, ain't no telling what would have happened, man. Ain't no telling. I just want to say thank you, man.
Hello, my friends. This is Barbara from Harlem, and I'm downtown near Trump Tower. Trump Tower is right over there. And you know what? We may see another defacing of that Black Lives Matter, because the bottom line is all lives matter. And if you just think Black Lives Matter, then why aren't you concerned about all of those babies that are being killed? Why aren't you concerned about all of the violence we have in our communities? Children being killed, men and women being slaughtered. But Black Lives Matter, come on, we know what you're about. We know that you're Marxist. We know that you're anti-American. We know that you're anti-God. And you will not win. We will win. We will save America, because we're not going to lay down and let you destroy our great country. We're not going to let you have your way. We're not going to let you destroy our families. We are not going to let you destroy capitalism. We will win. Come on, Americans. Let's let them know that they're fighting a losing battle. If they want to destroy a country, get out of America. Go, because we don't want you here. This is Barbara from Harlem at Trump Tower, and I'm ready and willing and able to stand up for my country.